Hey guys, I'm Josh. I'm here at the Santa Monica Airport. I want to tell you about the Junior Aviator logbook we have here at the Santa Monica Airport. We have spent 3 months on this book. We thought it would take 2 weeks, and it has taken a group of volunteers, my friends and I, 3 whole months to make it for your family. Now, if your kid freaks out about airplanes and is always looking at them and asking to come to an airport or wanting to fly on airplanes, or they're looking out the window on a commercial aviator, this is the book for them. This book teaches them science through aviation. This is the perfect companion to the Santa Monica Airport. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the observation deck right behind me. There's the beacon over there. There is the tower right over here. And if you've ever been here to the Santa Monica Airport, this is the absolute perfect companion. This companion has 50 pages that teaches your kids all about aviation. Not only does it do that, it has 8 dedicated pages I'm about to show you where you can log your visits to the airport. You can learn how airplanes fly. You can learn from real pilots that are in here. You can even learn interviews about the airport and all about how it works. I hope you'll keep watching and learn more about how this works. We're so pumped to get the opportunity to share this with you. We've been working on it forever. You can click the link below, or you can go find it at Amazon by searching for Santa Monica Airport. My friends, the volunteers, have put this together, and we're so excited to bring it to you. I hope you'll bring one home for your family. It's perfect for every kid that you bring to our birthday parties, airport events, or just to take place over here on the observation deck. It's a great way to show your students what's going on. I'm Josh. Let me show you what's inside. This is what you get inside the Junior Aviator logbook. If you pull to page 2, it says, "Welcome to the airport." And this is where you can put your photo, your school photo. You can fill out your information, and if it's lost, your parents can put their information here. Next, we have a lot of stuff in this book, and it's all in the table of contents. First, you can record your airport visits. Every time you visit the airport, you can say, did you see a propeller plane, a blimp, a jet, today's date, the plane colors, and you can get one of the stickers here for the airport by reading this page and learning more about where you can get the stickers at santamonicaAirport.com at one of our local businesses. How many planes were there? Lots and lots, some, hardly any. The weather was this. I visited in the morning, the lunchtime sunset, and other fun stuff, and you can take notes down here. Now we have 8 different areas. Now real pilots record their visits and they record their flights, and you get to be a real junior aviator by recording your visits to the airport, 8 to be exact. This is where it gets exciting. You can learn how planes fly. Now, we went to great lengths to check in with a lot of pilots and instructors and all of our volunteers. There's little different areas where we teach you what the propeller, engine, and all these different things are. Then, what are the flight control surfaces? So when you roll, you pitch, you yaw, it's ailerons, elevators, and rudders. How does the wing work? Now, our volunteers, we hand drew these digitally using tools on the internet. The 4 forces of flight: lift, drag, weight, all kinds of neat stuff. The runway numbers. Did you know we have 2 runway numbers, runway 21 and runway 3 here at Santa Monica Airport? But why do runways point in a certain direction? Does the wind always blow in the same direction? We teach you how it changes and where it goes. And then hopefully this looks familiar. This is the air traffic control tower. We actually drew this by hand using digital tools. Our beacon, perhaps you've seen this, and it teaches you at every area different parts, and then we teach you how to talk like a pilot, and we teach you what all these little different things are and how the tower would speak to you. To take off, let's say you want to fly from Malibu, at the observation deck, you'll hear this over the loudspeaker. What does it mean when a plane taxis? You don't have to be at the airport to listen to the airport. There's ways to listen from at home and get your kids excited and learn the airfield traffic pattern. Do you know why they always fly left? We've got all kinds of pilots that have chipped in here, all the different legs, which are the different segments. Why do smaller planes go this direction? How does the windsock work? We teach you how to gauge how fast the air is moving. How to speak like a pilot. Aviation alphabet. You can also spell your name over here using the aviation alphabet. Bravo, Charlie, Delta, all this really cool stuff. What is a general aviation airport, and how is it different than LAX? This is where it gets really cool. Now we talk about airport programs. You can learn how to put your kid into an airplane, all kinds of other neat programs. Did you know that our Pilots and Paws program flies dogs and animals to save their life, and Angel Flight West saves lives of kids? And then we get into interviews with retired airline pilots and how they learn to fly and what they do, and all kinds of really neat stuff in the airplanes that they flew, And then we learn about from one of the people that's actually in the tower that you see from the observation deck. Pam here, she was in there for 22 years. And then this is the first nonstop flight around the world. This gentleman flew around the world with an awesome co-pilot. He is a world record holder. And then how to become a flight instructor. What do flight instructors go through? And then the last airplane builder at Santa Monica Airport, about how he builds planes. And then we get into something great. Now, we've gone through 50 pages. I don't know if you can see in the bottom down here, 50 pages. Then we get into 100 years at Santa Monica Airport. It all started 100 years ago, 1917, the Douglas Aircraft Company. Many of you will know that this is on Wilshire at the Douglas Park, which is really cool. Then we talk about the first airplanes that were created here and how they changed little known facts about the neighborhood. Did you know Cloverfield was named after Mr. Lieutenant Grayer Clover? Then the world cruisers. The first flight around the world started and ended at Santa Monica Airport. We talk all about that. These are stories you can read to the whole family. This is the corner, the northeast corner of Wilshire and Fairfax. This was a landing strip, all kinds of, there was a Venice airport that closed and made Santa Monica Airport more busy and more popular. The Venice Air Police were the first air police. And then it tells you the story of Abbot Kinney, because he was important to Santa Monica Airport, and all kinds of different things in Venice were important to Santa Monica. Cloverfield, the name of it. We got a hold of old signatures from almost 100 years ago when people used to check in at the airport. Now, did you know that the Women's Air Derby was held at Santa Monica Airport in 1929? You see, women are a huge part of this book because women have a huge background in aviation. A lot of what happens today could not have happened without these courageous women. You're going to hear all about them here in a sec. Poncho Barnes was a female stunt pilot and one of the more famous stunt pilots in the world. She was courageous, and these are some of the signatures of people like Poncho. She learned in 1910 at the Los Angeles International Air Meet how to fly. Here's her signature in the guest book or the register. Here's a signature again. This is Amelia Earhart's flight instructor, Netta. Now, Netta was courageous. She taught tons of people how to fly. There's some really neat stories in her about her. Here is Netta and Amelia when Amelia Earhart was a student. Here's Amelia Earhart, all about her as a kid. This is a hero of mine personally. Here's her with everybody cheering her on, her with her Lockheed plane. The airport in the 1930s, we highlight all kinds of different changes. Did you know that the Wrigley family used to land here? And all kinds of neat stuff. And then here's a husband and wife that used to teach people how to fly. Their whole family flew. They had several kids. They signed in the guest book. They used to do wing walking, which was really popular and really dangerous. These are some people at Santa Monica Airport that used to wing walk. And then we move into Howard Hughes, another hero, somebody that has all kinds of world records. And he used to fly here at Santa Monica Airport. The war years, you're going to learn about how the Santa Monica Airport was covered up and was hidden during the war years for safety. We talk all about it. We give you tons of photos you can show to your children. Now, you may not know it, but this is the Santa Monica Airport. Where is it? Well, it's actually hidden. The real factory's here, the real runway, but we made a fake factory and a fake runway. This is Bundy Drive here, and this is Ocean Park. And this is what it looked like. They would make fake cities on top of the airport to protect it from people that didn't want to be here. We also talk about Rosie the Riveter. Women were instrumental in making sure that we could continue to create aircraft during the war. Talks all about the heroic women that were here. Then the airplane that perhaps saved the world, the DC-3. We talk about the DC-3, the Douglas Commuter 3, and what it replaced. It was one of the first planes that actually made it possible for American Airlines and other airlines to be profitable. They had up to, as you can see right here, 21 passengers. It was the first time that it was cost efficient. And then the military version of it and how it changed the world. We walk you through what it looks like on the inside, all these different airplanes. And we interview a real World War II pilot over here on the right and how he flew them overseas in a really dangerous mission. And then, did you know that the Aero Theater has its roots on Montana Avenue? The Aero Theater was once owned by Douglas Aircraft. The supersonic in the 1950s and all kinds of different little tips. Did you know all these aircraft were made at the Santa Monica Airport? It's really neat. And we talk about Bill Lear, a man that barely graduated high school, but yet had dozens and dozens of patents to his name. He was an inventor through and through, and we go into a lot of the different, all of these airplanes, all the way up to the DC-7C was created. They were all built at Santa Monica Airport, and here they are, the DC-3, and then we've got all kinds of the DC-4, the DC-6, and the DC-7, and that's looking eastbound. So once again, tons of photos and all the airports in Southern California, and then bibliography. And this is where it gets neat. We've got a journal area where you can take notes about your kids visiting, what they're into, what notes they have, and that, my friends, is the Junior Aviator Logbook here at Santa Monica Airport, made by volunteers for your family. We're so excited to have you look at this. Please click one of the links below if you want it. It's available on Amazon. You can also learn more about how to get stickers for inside the book by reading carefully and following some of the directions on this page. Hey, thanks guys. Have a great day. And as always, make sure when you're visiting Santa Monica Airport to look carefully and look out for some of the pilots and let them know you have your logbook and see if they will sign your logbook. Have a great day. I'll see you soon at the airport. Take care.